Hey folks, welcome back and thank you for joining me again in Pattaya. So today I'm actually staying at the Kokotel Pattaya South Beach. There's a North Beach and there's a South Beach, not to get confused. So I've come to the South Beach. I stayed at the Whisper, must be about a couple of months ago I reckon it was. And I had a lot of sort of recommendations to come and try this one because it's directly opposite. So I've come today to give it a go. I've got a double room only. It's on the 3rd floor, back of the hotel. On first look, it looks quite a good hotel, this one. Location is pretty good. If you walk directly at the end of the road, it takes you to Soi Buakhao. If you go, I'll just flip you around. If you go down that way, where she's cycling, and turn left, it takes you to sort of Walking Street. And if you turn right, it takes you to the Avenue Shopping Mall. There's a nice little food court apparently on the corner there. You can just about see with the sort of the thatched roofs, and again I've had a few people say I should really try that. On check-in I had a chat with a very nice gentleman who was staying here and highly recommends it. So yeah, let's go and have a look around and I'll show you around and let me know if you stayed here. And yeah, let's go and have a look at this one. Yeah, so there is parking. This is the parking area. There's a couple of spaces outside as well. So I checked in at 1 PM. I was on the 3rd floor. There was no deposit on the room and the lady told me there was no additional fee for having a guest. So my room is just here. Right, let's have a look at this room. So you've got your slot for your key card, and then there's a big sign saying 5,000 baht fine for smoking in the room. And over this side we've got a nice big double wardrobe, a couple of umbrellas, hopefully we won't need them, a few sort of hangers, but yeah, that's a large wardrobe. And somewhere for your suitcase if you don't want to unpack. Small safety box. Yeah, it is fixed down. Don't know how to get a laptop in there though. Maybe at an angle. Nice big fridge, and it is on. And then this is actually wallpaper. It looks sort of the brick effect, but yeah, that's actually wallpaper. What have we got? Green tea with matcha, and that's about it. So a couple of cups, glasses. Apparently you get water. There's a water dispenser outside. You can go and fill your reusable bottles up. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Nice big TV, LG, 43 inch I reckon. And we'll have a look at that, see what channels we can find later on. And then we've got a bit of sort of hotel information. Couple of chairs and a table. I'm guessing you can put them outside on the balcony as well. And a little balcony. See if we can get out that. What we overlooking? I think that is. I think that's the Urban. All right, so you've actually got a pool view down there. So it's quite a small swimming pool. But yeah, I think that's the Urban next door. It's sort of like a condo building. It's not a bad view. So at the back of the hotel, which is quite nice, so it shouldn't be noisy. So we've got a couple of bedside units that have drawers in them if you want a bit of extra storage. Quite a large bed, 6-foot bed. And a nice little welcome sign. Thank you for choosing to stay with us, that's quite nice. couple of little sheep. So, and then dressing table, hairdryer, sort of a mirror, quite a large mirror, and seat under. So yeah, if you want to do your makeup, you're all right. Right, let's have a look at the long shot of the room. It's actually quite a nice, sizable room actually, and I think being at the back of the hotel, it's going to be nice and quiet tonight. All right, let's do the blackout curtain test. Yeah, that's not bad actually. So again, it's I think it's about 1 o'clock, just gone 1 o'clock. She'll let me book in early, or let me have the room early. That's fairly dark. I think if you fiddled around with the curtains, you could probably sleep in here without too much trouble. Slight bit of light penetration at the side, but yeah, that's not too bad, that. Right, let's go and have a look at the ensuite. So yeah, quite a sizable ensuite. Again, sink, only a single tap, so I'm guessing it's cold water. Shower cap, cotton buds, sanitary bag, hand soap over that side, then obviously your toilet, your hose, a couple of towels, bit of a hook. And then you've actually got a seat. People ask me sometimes for seats in showers, and it's just a single handheld shower. And then we've got conditioning shampoo, shower gel. See what it's like. Oh, well, it's nice and powerful, that's for sure. Right, let's have a quick look at the bed. I'll take that away. So, it's just a mattress. I think it's got quite a soft pad on top. Yeah, I'd say that's about a medium. That's actually quite a comfortable bed, I think that would be. 4 pillows, they're nice and soft. Super clean, not a mark on it. And it's got the branded sheet, that's quite a nice little touch. Yep. That looks very nice. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So rather than sort of the plastic water bottles, we've got these glass, reminds me of specimen bowls. Well, let's hope they're not. So yeah, let's go and get some water, see how we get on. Hot doesn't actually work. A large step up to it. Alright, so you've got a few sort of like deck chairs, which is clearly a smoking area as well, and a swing, and then probably what, 5-6 metre pool, maybe a bit more than that, maybe about 8. And then you've got various, yeah, so you can obviously smoke out here at the swimming pool. So this is the reception, and I assume the dining room is over here. Oh, now then, that does look quite a nice chocolate ice cream. Yeah, so there's a small sort of child's play area. And then this is obviously where breakfast is in the morning. Although we've not got breakfast, we've just got room only on this one. But if you have breakfast, this is where it's going to be. So we'll try and have a look at that tomorrow. Well, there's actually a microwave as well, so you can use microwave, I'm guessing, self-service. So yeah, if you want to heat stuff up, and there's cutlery underneath, it's a nice touch. And you can even get a coffee and anything you like up there. So there we go. So my final thoughts on the Kokotel Pattaya South Beach hotel. Well, I'll say, Pattaya does keep surprising me. This is a great hotel. You know, when I stayed at the Whisper, a couple of months ago now, I had quite a few comments and recommendations, say, come and try this one. And I'm so glad I did. It's a great hotel. Super quiet at night. You know, I'm at the back on the 3rd floor, and there's absolutely no noise, and I'm guessing the front's probably the same. You know, there's no bar noise or traffic noise or anything at all at night. You know, bed's quite comfortable. You know, slept really well on the bed. Yeah, it's got lovely sort of big pillows and things. Internet, I put the internet speeds up as normal. Yeah, TV's great. There's loads of sort of like English speaking channels on it and movies. I was actually watching Australia v India cricket yesterday afternoon before I went out. Obviously it's a rerun because it's not happening at the moment. But yeah, it's a great sort of TV package. It's one of those hotels, it's everything's here. You know, there's parking spaces downstairs, it's got a small swimming pool. It hasn't got a gym, that's the only thing that it hasn't got. You know, location is brilliant. There's a 7-Eleven just down the road, and like I say, you just walk up the road to Bacau or the Avenue Shopping Mall. Everything's, you know, everything is quite close to here. And even sort of like the little touch with the water, it's actually quite a good idea because you have unlimited water and you don't have all this like plastic bottle waste, and I actually quite like that. The only sort of criticism I've found really was the shower. It takes quite a long time for the hot water to come through. It can be sort of like, you know, in the morning, like this morning, it's taken sort of 5, 6, 7 minutes at least to come, you know, to the hot water to come through, and you will, you know, but other than that, I can't fault the place. Staff are super friendly. Like the girls on reception when I check in are really nice. You know, they do breakfast here. My room is room only, so I don't know what the food option is. Yeah, so really, I can see why. You know, I can see why you like staying here, and I've had recommendations for it. The price I paid for this one, it was, you know, and bearing in mind we are pretty much high season now. It was 774 baht, room only for the night, which I think is great value. You know, it really is. You know, I could compare this to quite a few other sort of hotels in the vicinity, and I would say this is about half the price at the moment. So at least, so yeah, I think this is quite a good hotel, and for the price, it's going to be hard to beat this one at the moment, I would have thought. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you stayed here, and I'll leave this one here. And as always, give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.